Your daily Bitcoin and Litecoin update. What's up, guys? Crypto Savvy here. I hope everybody's having a fabulous Tuesday. We are going to take a look at the charts and take a look at some key areas to watch and see what we're looking at. Are we looking at a possible short squeeze coming and a pump up or a dump? So stick around for the whole video. We're going to check it out. I'm going to make this as quick as possible. I do want to remind you guys, in the description box below the video, there is a 100% free Discord group in there. Definitely check it out. It's a great community, guys. Also, there's some affiliate links down there that really help the channel out. So if you want to help support the channel, check out the affiliate links. We have a Ledger link. We have some exchange links down there that give you bonuses if you sign up for them. Definitely check them out if you can. And let's get on with the video, guys. All right, guys, just so you know, this is not financial advice. This is my opinion on the market. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm going to try to make this video real quick. We're going to zip through it. This is Litecoin on the daily, and I've been looking at this as a cup and a handle. Don't forget to smash the likes and leave your comments, guys. It really helps the channel out, helps the algorithm get the videos out there. So if you like them and you want to support it, thumbs up, comments, extremely helpful. All right, so I've been looking at this as a cup and a handle with the neckline of 146 for those of you that are new. The target for that is 270, and it's not to say we get one big green candle up, guys. That's a longer term target. Let's look at the RSI. And we've been watching the daily RSI. We had this rising channel here, falling channel here, and I've been watching this as the resistance of a broadening falling wedge, and we have a possibility of coming down a little bit lower here, and we're going to take a look at that in the charts. I want to look at the 4-hour RSI now. Same thing, we have this support line here, resistance up top. We look like we're in a falling channel, but it's forming more of a triangle up here, or a wedge. I do believe we could come down and test this one more time. There is a possibility we shoot straight up from here, but let's look at the price action. I'll give you my targets and what areas to watch. For those of you that have been watching, you know my absolute low is actually raising a little bit, because that's this bottom support line here from when we bottomed out all the way across. So $64 to $65 range, guys, is my absolute low. We do not have to go down there. We could, be getting, everybody's expecting this to go down here, which is possible, but there's a good possibility that it does not go down because everybody's expecting it. I'm going to show you my targets. Looking at this top line here as a resistance, bottom line as a support. I'm looking at this as a falling, broadening wedge. And I'm going to look at, we had this falling channel in here in the white. We had a breakout right over here, and the measured move off that would be measuring the channel into the breakout. That gets us up to the $86 range. I'm going to put it right over here, which would be where this resistance line and this resistance line, the blue and the yellow. Look at the blue one real quick, and that's just drawn from these supports over here all the way across. So I do believe that's going to be pretty heavy resistance when we hit it. But if we do break through, keep in mind this is my low target here, guys. I don't believe we'll go any lower than $64 to $65 if we even go down there. But a break of this wedge, the measured move, show you how I get it, is measuring the width of the broadening wedge, bring it up to the top, and that gets us a target of 171. Well, that's where I'm at with Litecoin, guys. Like I said, 64, 65. I don't see it going below there. If we do, I think Litecoin's in serious trouble, but I don't believe it's going to happen. It's gone to Bitcoin. I'm going to go to the weekly. Something I've been watching very close is this falling wedge. And keep in mind, guys, this is a weekly, so every tick, it takes a week to do a tick on this, but What I'm looking at is this falling wedge here. I do believe within the next week or two, we're going to pop out of this. And I believe that's going to be a pretty epic move to the upside. Also, I want to take a look at, we look at it here. This is a low here, a low here. These are higher lows in the price action. And if we look at the RSI, we're having lower lows in the RSI, which is hidden bullish divergence, guys. So that's what tells me this goes up. Also, I'm going to look at this as a bull flag. I know a lot of people are calling this a triangle. I don't believe so. If you look, we have a touch here, a touch down here, and a touch here. That makes this channel here, which is a bull flag in my opinion. And I'll show you a count on that here in a minute. But let's do the measured move of this as a flag pull, this being the bull flag, and the measured move of that being, if we were to break out this week, would be around the $21,000 range. No, I'm not saying it goes straight to 21,000. That's just the measured move off this. This could take, you know, another couple months. If we were to break out next week, it lowers the target a little bit to around 20,800, somewhere in there. But as it gives us more data, we'll look at it then. So anyways, let's go into the daily and take a look at what I'm seeing here. All right, same thing. Like I said, on this, people calling this a triangle. I don't believe drawing lines through with the wicks going through them are valid at all. I believe in using the wicks. I know some people are different, but if we look at what's going on here, let me get this out of the way here. We had a touch up here, a touch up here, a touch down here, and a touch down here. That's what gives me this channel here. Like I said, a lot of people are drawing lines right through this and trying to justify a triangle, whatever, whatnot. I don't believe that's correct. And again, this is all just my opinion, but let me show you a count, how channels or bull flags usually are counted. And that would be, we would use this peak up here to start. This would be A, B, C, D, and E. E does not have to go all the way down. A lot of times E's cut short. And then after E, what we usually have is a break. And I do believe we are going to break this. But keep in mind, we do have the possibility coming all the way down to the $7,200 range. And I'm going to show you what my thoughts are on that here in a minute. We're going to look first at the higher targets. Like I said, let's take a look at this first. I have this long-term trend line here. This from all these resistance right here. Then we broke through right at the $6,400 range, which was important resistance before the breakdown. We came up, tested the trend line right here, got support, and been continuing up ever since. If this does break, I have it around the 97, actually around the 97.40 range. If that does break, guys, then I'm looking at the lower targets at 86, but I'm looking for this to hold. I'll show you why here in a second. And then ultimate low, I think, would be retesting the bottom of this channel here, which would be the bottom of the bull flag, and then continue up from there. So either way, in long term, this is extremely bullish. And that would still, as long as it didn't drop below the 7,200, my 46,000 by the end of the year still remains. So let's look at this as a channel, do a measured move if we were to break out in this area. 15.5 is the measured move on that. Looking at this as a flag pull, this being the bull flag. Measured move on that being that. Whoops, that was the wrong one. Sorry about that, guys. Let's move this down. That's the long-term one that we looked at in the beginning, 21,000. So if I did look at this one as this being a short flag pull, this being the bull flag, breakout getting us up to around the 18,000 range. That is where I'm at with that. Now let's look at the RSI, see what's going on with that. All right, so we've been watching the RSI on the daily. And I have this trend line drawn across here, which I believe is a good support for the RSI. We had 2 or 3 touches down here, triple bottom. I do believe we can come back down and test that, which, like I said, would be getting us down to that 97.40 range. That would be the bottom of this line. If that breaks, then we're looking at the lower lows down here at the $8,600 to $8,700 range. But keep an eye on that 97.40. I believe that could definitely hold. Another thing I want to point out is anytime we're in a formation like this bull flag, you can see that the volume is going way down. Eventually this is going to pop, and I do believe it's going to pop to the upside, guys. And that's even if we went down to the 7,200 range, even though I think that's way less possible. I do believe people are probably going to be shorting in this area, even if we get a wick down here, as long as we don't close the day below 97.40. As long as we don't close the daily candle below that, I think we're good, and I think we continue up. Let's look at the 4-hour and the more immediate price action. We'll take a look at the 4-hour RSI. As you can see, what time is it? It is 6:46 while I'm doing this video. So I have this trend line on the top, trend line on the bottom, trend line here. This was a falling channel we were watching. The measured move was up to here. And now we're in this triangle formation here. As you can see, we've broken through in the 4-hour. I do believe we could possibly shoot back up in here. And we have the rest of the 4-hour candle, or we could make triangle, something like that. But let's look at the price action. All right, so looking at the price action, we talked about this yesterday. Get out of here. We talked about this yesterday. I'm going to move this up here. This is what we could be looking at, guys. And there's no way to confirm until we get some more touches, but something like this. And this would be an ascending triangle, which, you know, break to the upside. That's what I'm looking at. Unless this 97.40 is formed, guys, I believe we are definitely continuing to the upside. Whoops, let me move that back up. All right, let's look at these measured moves here. Now, if this did form as a rising triangle or a ascending triangle like I was just showing you, the measured move off that would be up to the $12,400 range, which, like I said, I do believe is possible. Also, looking at this falling wedge here, the measured move of the breakout of that, which we had a fake out, but the measured move of that would be around the 13,000. Let's zoom in real quick, take a look at that, and then I'll show you my end of the year target and why. So we had a fake out breaking out of this rising broadening wedge or falling broadening wedge, came back down. Now we're getting resistance down here. One thing I did point out yesterday on the daily is this fractal right here. As you can see, we came down, broke below the EMAs, came up above them, broke back down below the 55 EMA, and then we had a shoot up here. I believe that's most likely what's going to happen here, unless if this 13 EMA crosses the 21 EMA in this daily candle. We have all day to finish this. Then, you know, we're most likely headed down to this 97.40. But like it happened over here, you can see it wanted to cross over here, and we got to move up. So I do believe today we could get a move up to keep these from crossing, to make this fractal just like it did over here. So anyways, that's where I'm at with that. Let's look at my end of the year target, which is 46,000 by the end of the year, guys. I believe a pattern is a pattern. Show me the chart, I'll tell you the news. And I believe there's some big news coming, and we're going to have a huge breakout within the next month or so. Like I said, even if we come down to the 72, that does not invalidate it. although I think that's less likely. But yeah, if you look at the pattern, guys, the pattern is a pattern. If you want to see more detail in it, definitely go into my prior videos back as far as January. We've been watching this all the way from here, and it's been playing out beautifully. So anyways, guys, if you liked the video, definitely click the Crypto Savvy logo above my head. That'll get you subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. Smash those likes, leave your comments, help the channel out, guys. Thanks a lot, and I will see you tomorrow, if not in a live stream tonight. Have a good day.